our shirt on Teespring.
In response to President Donald Trump's September 2025 speech at the United Nations General Assembly, world reactions ranged from diplomatic condemnation to stony silence and concern. The speech was widely criticized for its attacks on international cooperation, inflammatory rhetoric on climate and immigration, and numerous false claims. Many analysts interpreted the speech as a signal that the world could no longer depend on the United States for strong leadership. Delegates and leaders in attendance often reacted with stony faces and silence, a contrast to the delegates' laughter that greeted one of his speeches in 2018. According to a body language expert interviewed by DW, this indicated that leaders were taking his words far more seriously this time. A senior foreign diplomat at the UN reportedly texted a Washington Post reporter, expressing shock at Trump's remarks. "This man is stark, raving mad. Do Americans not see how embarrassing this is?" the diplomat wrote. European leaders and officials issued pointed rebukes to Trump's message. French President Emmanuel Macron defended the UN and multilateralism against Trump's attacks. "Critics who want to exert domination seek to change the rules of the game," Macron stated. After Trump criticized European allies on issues like green energy, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen publicly stated that Europe was already addressing energy issues. The speech was described as combative and wide-ranging, with Trump lashing out at European allies over immigration and green energy. He publicly questioned the purpose of the United Nations itself. Trump repeated several unverified claims, such as ending 7 unendable wars, and made numerous dubious factual assertions. Fact-checkers were quick to debunk many of these statements regarding immigration, climate change, and other topics. He advanced a narrative that immigration and renewable energy are destroying a large part of the free world. Following his harsh public address, Trump took a radically different, conciliatory tone in a private meeting with UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. "Our country is behind the United Nations 100%, he told him. Some observers noted that the speech seemed crafted to appeal to his domestic political base rather than to persuade the global audience. Though Trump suggested the war would be easy to resolve, he later acknowledged it had been more difficult than expected. He escalated his rhetoric against Russia in a social media post after meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. "Ukraine could win its territory back," he posted. As several U.S. allies announced their recognition of a Palestinian state, Trump opposed the move. He said it would be seen as a reward for Hamas. Trump referenced a broken UN escalator during his speech, joking about the inconvenience. He claimed the organization had given him a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. UNGA President Annalena Baerbock later clarified that the teleprompters were working perfectly and were operated by the White House. The Guardian noted that the address highlighted the need for strong anti-Trumpian alliances to counter his administration's policies. The speech underscored growing concerns about American leadership on the global stage. As delegates departed, the international community faced questions about the future of multilateral cooperation. The speech's impact continued to reverberate through diplomatic channels worldwide, leaving the international community to grapple with the implications of America's changing role in global affairs.